Two monitors, the Acer XR382CQK and LG's 38UC99, are both new monitors with a resolution of 3840 by 1600. A high resolution, and that's great, and I have no problem with that. However, the issue I do have is with that 3840. I'm seeing people talking about the monitors and saying that they are ultra-wide 4K monitors. And they say this because at 16:9, 4K is 3840 by 2160. So they just assume that having the 3840 means that this is 4K, because that's how the naming standard changed when 4K came out, moving from the height to the width. But ultra-wide screens don't use this theory, because ultra-wide screens are the ultra-wide version of 16:9 monitors. So we take the height of the 16:9 monitor and apply a 21 instead of a 16 to the width in relation to its height. Therefore, that would mean that I would class a 21:9 4K ultrawide as actually going to be a resolution of 5040 by 2160, if we're continuing with the direct comparisons of 16:9 monitors to 21:9 ones, which in my mind is how this should work. My problem with these apparent 4K screens is that the PPI is so much lower than what you would expect on a 4K screen if you saw one now. Ultra-wide screens are not supposed to be the lesser version of their 16:9 counterparts with lower resolutions. They're supposed to take that 16:9 resolution and build it up width-wise. If you want this in another way, a 4K 16:9 monitor can fit more on it than a 4K 21:9 monitor if we use this current theory of claiming that 3840 by 1600 is ultra-wide 4K. At no other resolution is this possible. 1080p, we have more width. 1440p, we have more width. It's ridiculous to think that we can allow it to shift backwards with this move to 4K. And just so you know that I know this, because I'm sure some people will try to argue on this point, 4K Blu-rays are indeed going to use 3840 by 1600, hence the idea of using this resolution on these screens. But again, my problem is that 1080p Blu-rays never use the same resolution as 1080p ultra-wide monitors, so why on earth would we pull back the monitor resolution just to meet the movie resolution? Anyway, I just wanted to say this because I truly want 4K ultrawide monitors, which I suppose I should actually call 5K, and I don't want people settling on the idea that we already have them, because in my mind we really do not.